Okay, YouTubers, it's been a while since I've done anything on this project here. As you can tell, yep, I'm putting the shop lift to use, and I've got the first vehicle on it, which is my 01 Chevy Silverado HD 2500 HD, whichever you want to say it. I've been working on the brakes a little bit at a time. You know, just it's going to end up with all brake system replaced in the end, but you know, as I've worked on it, you know, at first I thought, well, the pedal's going to clear the floor, so it might be this master cylinder, weak seals on it down in here. So I've replaced the whole assembly here. Well, then it becomes something else, and I started checking, feeling. At first I thought there was something else, maybe a brake line, so I got a whole kit. Didn't put the kit on yet, but kind of felt like there was a leak between this hydraulic brake booster and the master cylinder. I'll eventually get it out. And yeah, the master cylinder did have some leak to it. It was leaking on the back side and all that, so I did end up replacing that. So master cylinder, brake booster, they're all good. And of course, after you get those put together, hang on a minute. Okay, pick up where we left off. I had an interruption there. Alright, so I already told you I've done the master cylinder, brake booster, and I'm pretty sure just like old house plumbing, this truck being an 01, this is 2019, so we're 18 years old. The truck needs, I think it's going to need the brake lines put on after all. So, that being said, we will, hang on a minute, you're getting a glimpse of all over the shop, everywhere but where I need you to look. We will raise the truck up. Got the lifting points acquired, and let's see if we can get this thing to go up. All we do is just push this button. There's the safeties kicking in and out, both sides. And then we'll do a release. I don't like getting that truck too high up on the ground first off the bat. I think I still got some tweaking to do. Cable's tight there. Yeah, I'm a little leery. See, right here, this side here is down a little bit lower than the other side, and that cable is loose. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Don't like that at all. So, let me stop this here, and I'll get back with you here in a little bit. Let me do some tweaking and fixing on this thing. The joys of using old equipment, used equipment. But I'll get you something here in a little bit, so I'll be back here in a little while. Okay, YouTubers, I'm gonna have a heck of a time editing out this video, but been a little overcautious that I am sometimes, and with this lift, really first time putting a vehicle up very high on it, I'm gonna be a little extra cautious. What I've realized real quick is that on this lift, I got a safety catch right here that catches this lift assembly on this side, you know, lift assembly, and then over on the other side, this lift assembly here, it has a catch latch, safety latch right here. Now, typical hydraulic type setup, you hope like heck you can just hit the button and everything go up nice and straight, which it does go up nice and straight. When I come down, to set the latches, I got to pay attention to make sure that that latch on that side latches first before this side, driver's side. Passenger side, then driver's side. Because if I don't, the vehicle will lean excessively toward the passenger side. And if you're leaning like this, like that, that's not a good thing, because you could very easily, while you're wrestling around with whatever underneath the vehicle, you could very easily, your frame rail could slide off that position there, and what your backside is could also slip off the lift very easily, and then you're sitting there with a damaged vehicle. We don't really want that. So that kind of goes with that. You know, I hate to sound like I'm just leery of lifting things up very high right now until I get used to the lift and get the lift to where pressure is equaled out, where everything will go up straight and catch evenly and all that. But it does seem to go up pretty good, work out pretty well. But back to what we're going to do. Get my light. Like I'm saying, the truck is like old house plumbing. Can't see it there very well, but after my test drive a while back, I knew I had a leak, something leaking down here, which then it became, well, maybe it's the master cylinder, maybe it's the brake booster. And I've eliminated all that. They're new. And the calipers all around the truck are new, brake pads are new. It's time to do what I don't really want to do. It's time to do the brake lines, I believe. I just got to figure out which line has popped. And that could be a whole another feet. That's going to be a whole nother feet itself. Like I say, it's one of them right there. But if you look where my puddle is on my floor, indicates it's more back up under here somewhere. Indicate more back up in this area here. So that being said, we're going to have to do some more investigating and more figuring out on the old Chevy 2500 HD Silverado. So anyway, I'll see if I can edit this thing up, make you something worth watching. I know I'm talking past tense because you're already watching the video. If you haven't already hit pause, stop, and moved on to something else. But I'll stop here where I'm at with it. And as always, thanks for watching. I have seen a few more of you have found that subscribe button. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I'd be surprised what I come up with to entertain you with. Or try to entertain you with. Yeah. Please comment, rate, subscribe. I'll try as always to respond to your comments as positively as you respond to me. So far you all been very courteous at responding, giving me comments. No real trollage to speak of, and I appreciate that. And that being said, I'll continue with the thought of thanks for watching. Please comment, rate, and subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one. Alright YouTubers, now for the fun part. There's I believe 4 brake lines there, all rigid. And they are all original. They've been on this truck since 2001 when it come out of the factory. And I think it's one of the outer 2 on top of this left frame rail. It's actually blown out brake fluid like you cut a main artery. So what I've done is I've Took a bit of PB Blaster. Non-paid promotion. A little bit of that. Shot back there on the brake valve stuff for the ABS. Yeah, I need to change that fuel filter while I got it up in the air like this. And I gotta figure out which way that brake thing goes, because it goes up in there somewhere. And take all that loose and start replacing brake lines. So I'll get back with you later. See ya. Okay, YouTubers, another part of that little series we're putting together and you're hopefully watching still. Alright, brake lines on the old blue truck, the old 2001 Chevy Silverado 2500 HD, and as I've quoted once before in past videos, old house plumbing. This is the brake line going from the reservoir and master cylinder. Goes all the way across here, goes down the frame rails and stuff, and goes to the brake ABS unit. But like I'm trying to say here, just like old house damn plumbing. Let's see if we can get a good shot. There it is. She rusted through and she couldn't handle the pressure of the new master cylinder and brake booster, and showed her ugly head where she's really leaking. So project is get this line replaced. That goes from the front, well, that'd be the front of the vehicle port on the master cylinder, and I'm gonna go ahead and replace the other one behind, the rear one on the master cylinder while I'm at it. What the hell? And I've got the whole kit, so I just get my butt motivated. I'll eventually get the whole, probably put this whole kit in. The best thing is, here's the new line. I've straightened it out, but this line here for the brake kit for the 2500 HD and 3500 2001 2002 standard cab, four-wheel drive, rear-wheel drive, long bed Chevy Silverado GMC Sierra Ease Fit CNC 139 kit. This is what I bought, and it comes, I don't know if I've already showed you this or not, but this comes with your cables. Your lines coiled up real nice and neat. They're real pliable. They're all labeled what's what. Like this one here is the one for the master cylinders are CN MC79. Get your instructions out, flip it around, find your kit that you got. In this case 139, and you can look across, find what marking goes to what series, you know, what line, trace it up, and master cylinder to BPMV ABS module. So now I just got to take and bend this line accordingly, put it back in, which is no fun. It's no fun, period. Excuse the camera angle. But yeah, by the time I get this bent accordingly, I've got the tool right here. Cheapy brake bending tool out of Harbor Freight. Try to accomplish those bends to some extreme extent and go from there. So I'll catch you on the next one.